Morning students, in this video we will discuss about second part of flower, that is called corolla. It is the second non-essential organ of flower, or it is the second oral of flower, and each corolla is the floral organ, and corolla has each individual parts. Each individual parts of corolla is called petals. Petals are usually brightly colored, and they appeared other than green in color. They are brightly colored. They appeared other than green in color. Sometimes, if petals appeared green in color, then these petals are called sepaloid. The petals are called, or corolla is called petaloid. And if individual parts of corolla is called petals, if all the petals of corolla are fused, then the condition is called gamopetalous. Gamo means fused, petalous means petals. Gamopetalous means fused petals. And if the petals of corolla are free, then the condition is called polypetalous. Poly means free, and they are called free petals. And these two, polypetalous condition and gamopetalous conditions, they have different types of structures. Polypetalous corolla has various shapes. These shapes are polypetalous corolla. Polypetalous corolla means petals are free petals, and this corolla has different shapes, like cruciform corolla. In cruciform corolla, there are 4 free cloud petals, and these free 4 petals they are arranged like a cross. Like these are the 4 free petals, and the 4 free petals they are arranged like cross or diagonally. And this type of corolla usually present in Calotropis. And second one is caryophyllaceous. Caryophyllaceous corolla. In caryophyllaceous corolla also there are 4 free petals, and all these 4 free petals they have horizontally bent limbs. They are free petals, and all these free petals have horizontally limbs, bending horizontal limbs. An example, dianthus. And dianthus is commonly known as pea. And another one is rosaceous. In rosaceous, all the petals they are congestly arranged. All the free petals they are not fused. All the free petals they are arranged congest. 4 or more than 4 free petals are present, and this type of corolla is called rosaceous, and rosaceous corolla is usually found in rose. And one more polypetalous corolla is papilionaceous corolla, and the family Fabaceae is characterized by papilionaceous corolla. So in papilionaceous corolla, this is papilionaceous corolla. In papilionaceous corolla there are 5 free petals, and all the free 5 petals they are arranged like butterfly. And in this type of corolla there is a large standard petal. This is called standard petal, or it is also called vexillum. And there are 2 wing petals. These 2 lateral petals are called wing petals. And there are 2 fused petals, and these 2 fused petals are called keel petals. And due to presence of vexillum, papilionaceous corolla is also called vexillary corolla. And this type of corolla usually it is the characteristic feature of family Fabaceae. These are the 4 different types of polypetalous corolla. And next, gamopetalous corolla. Gamopetalous corolla means all in this type all the petals are fused. And gamopetalous corolla also have different shapes. Gamopetalous corolla. It has different types of shape. The first one is campanulate. In campanulate, all the fused petals appeared like bell shaped. And second one is infundibuliform corolla. And in this type, all the fused petals they appear like funnel. a funnel shaped fused petals are present. And last one is bilabiate. In bilabiate, all the petals arranged like two leaves. A two-leafed corolla is called bilabiate corolla, and these three are the different types of gamopetalous corolla. In angiospermic flower, the first floral organ is called calyx, and second floral organ is called corolla. In some families or in some species, both calyx and corolla they get fused. If they are fused to form single organ, then this organ is called perianth. If calyx and corolla fused to form a single floral organ, then it is called perianth. And perianth also has individual parts, and these individual parts are called tepals. Or sometimes tepals appear green in color, or sometimes tepals appear other than green in color. If sometimes tepals fused with petals, or tepals fused with other conditions, and tepals or sepals or petals. The arrangement of sepals or petals with respect to each other of same floral organ, that is called estivation. It is one of the important topic, that is called estivation. What is estivation? Sepals. All the sepals. Calyx has more than one sepal. Corolla also more than one petal. If all the sepals or all the petals, if all the sepals or petals, they are fused with each other. They are fused with each other of same floral organ, then the arrangement is called estivation. It is the fusion of sepals or petals. Sepals or petals with respect to each other of same floral organ, then this arrangement is known as estivation. And estivation is of mainly different types. Mainly it is of 4 types. The first one is valvate estivation. This is the first type of estivation. In this estivation, all the sepals or petals, they are close to each other. They are free or fused. They are close to each other but without overlap. For example, this is a petal, this is one more petal, this is another petal, this is another petal, and they are different petal. This is petal. If petal, then we have to draw like this petal. If it is sepal, then we have to draw this petal. And sepal or petal, estivation means the arrangement of sepal or petal with respect to each other of same floral organ is called estivation. In valvate estivation, all the sepals or petals, they are close to each other, or sometimes they may be fused. They fused or free. They are close to each other, but here overlapping is absent. Without overlapping, and this type of arrangement is called valvate estivation. Valvate estivation usually found in Calotropis. This is called valvate estivation. In this estivation, all the sepals or petals, they are very close to each other but without overlapping. And second type of estivation is called twisted estivation. In twisted estivation, all the sepals or petals, they are overlap with each other regularly. For example, this is one petal and this is another petal. It is overlap with this one. This is also overlap and this is also overlap. So all the sepals or petals, they are regularly overlap with each other. So when all the sepals or petals regularly overlap with each other, then one margin of all petals, it is outside, and one margin of all petals are inside. For example, this petal, if you observe this petal, this margin is outside, this margin is inside. This margin is outside, this is inside. Outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside. And usually this type of estivation present or found in Australia. In valvate estivation, there is no overlapping. Here overlapping is present, but all sepals or petals, they are regularly overlap with each other. So to regularly overlap with each other, then one margin of all petals outside and one another margin of all the petals that is in inside. And third one is imbricate situation. Imbricate situation. In imbricate situation, all the sepals or petals, they are irregularly overlap with each other. In twisted situation, they are regularly overlap, but in imbricate situation, all the sepals or petals, they are irregularly overlap with each other. And imbricate situation, again, it is of two types: ascending imbricate and descending imbricate. Ascending imbricate and descending imbricate situation is of two types: ascending imbricate and descending imbricate. First one is ascending imbricate. In ascending imbricate, irregularly overlap. So this is main petal, and it is, the arrangement is like that, and here regular overlap is present. In ascending imbricate, one petal is totally inside and one petal is totally outside. One petal is totally outside and one petal is totally inside. And remaining three petals, one margin inside and one margin is outside. This petal is totally inside and this is totally outside. This petal outside inside, and this type of imbricate situation is called ascending imbricate. And next one is descending imbricate. Descending imbricate situation, it is also called vexillary situation. Papilionaceous corolla is nothing but vexillary situation. In vexillary situation, there is a large standard petal. This is large standard petal, and these two are keel petals, so wing petals, and these two are keel petals. In this situation, one petal is totally outside. This is totally outside, and these two are fused, and these two are totally inside. They are totally inside, and remaining two petals, they are in and outside. And this type of situation is called descending situation. Descending situation is also descending imbricate. Descending imbricate is also called vexillary situation. Usually vexillary situation is nothing but the arrangement of Papilionaceous corolla. It is found in family Fabaceae. And one more situation, that is called quincuntial situation. The last type of, but it is not in NCERT textbook, but that is important to know that. That is called quincuntial situation. Quincuntial situation is also type of imbricate. In this situation, the arrangement of petals is like that. In this situation, one petal is totally outside, one petal is totally inside and one petal is totally outside, and three petals again in and outside. It is the quincuntial situation. So these are the different types of situation patterns.